Mark Watney never thought his life would come to this. One moment he was part of a historic mission on Mars, the next he was left for dead, stranded alone on a barren planet nearly 140 million miles away from Earth. A massive dust storm forced his crew to evacuate, and during the chaos he was struck by debris, presumed dead and abandoned. When he woke up, he realized the truth. He was alive but completely alone, with limited supplies, no way to contact Earth, and an entire planet of red rock and emptiness surrounding him. This is where the incredible survival story of The Martian by Andy Weir begins, a gripping tale of human determination, intelligence, and humor in the face of impossible odds. At first glance, the situation seems hopeless. Watney has only the food his crew left behind, rations meant to last a short while, not years. He knows rescue from Earth would take at least 4 years, and he has no way to even tell NASA that he's alive. Mars is not a place designed for life. Its thin atmosphere, freezing nights, and lack of breathable oxygen make it a deadly environment. But Watney is not just anyone. He's a botanist and engineer, someone who knows how to think creatively under pressure. Instead of panicking, he takes stock of his situation and makes a decision. He will survive. He will figure out how to live long enough for help to come. And he will do it using his brain, his skills, and a lot of humor. The first big problem is food. Watney knows his rations won't last, so he comes up with a bold plan: grow potatoes on Mars. Using leftover potatoes from Thanksgiving meals and creating soil from Martian dirt mixed with human waste as fertilizer, he manages to build a small farm inside the habitat. He then generates water by burning hydrogen from leftover rocket fuel and combining it with oxygen, a dangerous process that could blow him up, but works out thanks to his persistence. Slowly, he turns his barren living space into a farm, producing food where none should exist. This farm becomes a symbol of hope, proof that life can find a way even on the dead surface of Mars. Meanwhile, back on Earth, NASA eventually discovers through satellite images that Watney is alive. What follows is a global effort to save one man. Scientists, engineers, and leaders put aside politics and personal interests to figure out how to bring him home. But communicating with him is a challenge. Watney uses an old Mars rover and a system of signals with the Pathfinder probe to finally talk with NASA. That moment of first contact after weeks of total silence is emotional, not just for him, but for everyone watching from Earth. Suddenly, this isn't just one man's struggle anymore. It's humanity's mission to keep him alive. The story of the Martian book is not a straight path of success. Watney faces constant setbacks. His potato farm, the very thing keeping him alive, is destroyed when the habitat's airlock tears open, exposing everything to Mars's deadly atmosphere. In one moment, months of work are gone. He is devastated, but he doesn't give up. Instead, he calculates what little food he has left, cuts his rations, and pushes forward with the hope of reaching the next planned mission site where more supplies are stored. Each failure tests his strength, but each time, his wit and resilience pull him through. He jokes in his logs, swears at Mars itself, and somehow finds laughter even when death is around every corner. As the months go by, Watney prepares for his final chance at survival. NASA plans a daring rescue mission involving his old crew, who are still traveling through space on their way home. Instead of letting him die, they risk their own lives to turn back and save him, even against orders. This decision becomes the heart of the story. It shows the power of loyalty, friendship, and humanity's refusal to abandon one of its own. While NASA works with other space agencies to figure out the complex physics of slingshot maneuvers and supply launches, Watney himself must drive across Mars in a rover, traveling thousands of kilometers to reach the Ares 4 launch site. This journey is grueling, filled with danger as he navigates dust storms, technical failures, and his own exhaustion. Yet he presses on, determined to meet his crew halfway. The climax of the Martian book is breathtaking. Watney launches himself into space using the stripped-down remains of the Mars ascent vehicle. It's a desperate, almost suicidal attempt, but it's his only chance. His crew maneuvers their ship with risky adjustments, trying to close the distance in the void of space. The final rescue is not clean or easy. It's chaotic, filled with last-second calculations and near disaster. But it succeeds. Watney is pulled aboard, alive, battered, and overjoyed. After years of isolation, danger, and unthinkable challenges, he is finally safe. The Martian by Andy Weir is more than just a survival story. It's a celebration of human ingenuity, resilience, and humor. Watney's constant jokes and sarcastic comments in his mission logs give the book a unique voice. Even in the darkest moments, he finds a way to laugh, proving that the human spirit is strongest when it refuses to be broken. The novel also highlights the beauty of cooperation. The entire world unites to save one man, showing that humanity's greatest strength is not just science or technology, but compassion and teamwork. For readers and audiences, what makes this book so engaging is its realism. Andy Weir wrote it with careful attention to real science, making the problem-solving feel authentic. Every solution Watney comes up with, growing food, creating water, generating oxygen, is based on real principles. That makes the story believable, as if this could truly happen one day. But beyond the science, the emotional weight carries the story. The loneliness of being the only human on an entire planet is overwhelming, yet Watney's resilience makes it inspiring. He refuses to let Mars win. He refuses to give up even when giving up would be easier. By the end, the Martian book leaves us with an unforgettable message. Survival is not just about staying alive. It's about choosing hope, about finding reasons to laugh, about never giving in to despair. Watney's journey is proof that no matter how impossible things seem, determination and creativity can carry us through. And perhaps most importantly, it shows that humanity is at its best when we come together, when we decide that no life is too small to fight for, when we risk everything for each other. That is the power of The Martian by Andy Weir. It is not only the story of one man's survival on Mars, it is the story of human strength, courage, and unity. And it reminds us all that even in the harshest conditions, with the odds stacked against us, there is always a chance, as long as we refuse to give up.